Hi. A lot of people think that they don't need past perfect because it's too complicated. Yeah, I kind of agree. Sure, it's not the most important thing in the world. But if you want to be more clear when you're telling a story, or simply you have reached the level when it's appropriate for you to learn this, you're gonna need this. Because then when we're telling something in a story, it is kind of important what happened first and what second. And there's no other way really how to emphasize it better than by using past perfect. So in this video I'm going to teach you how to do that and in what situations it's good to use it, and then you'll be the master of stories. Okay, so let's do it. If you only use past simple in your stories or past continuous, then you have to go chronologically. Otherwise, it just doesn't really make any sense. So if you jump back in your story and you explain why you did something, then you have to say that it was because something else had happened. Yes, so you need past perfect for it. That means the word had and third form. Okay, so let's have a look at some examples. If I say, for example, that he moved to Bali because, I'm going to give you the reason why he did something. So the reason clearly must lie deeper in the past. So he moved to Bali because he had robbed a bank. I often hear from my students that, oh no, they don't use it, I never hear it. Yeah, you never hear it. Because they actually never say, or hardly ever say the word had, and they usually use the contracted version, just, yeah, apostrophe and d. So he moved to Bali because he'd robbed a bank. Did you hear it there? It was there. Typically with the word when in a story, we quite often have to use it. For example, when I came to the party, they had drunk all the alcohol. Okay, so nothing was there when I came there. But when did they drink it? They had drunk it before I got to the party. So, and if you say the word before or after, then it's clear, isn't it? What was first and what was second? Yes, it is. So then, using past perfect is just optional. It's up to you. So, if you don't care, just don't use it. Another situation where it's practical to use it is when we say how long something had been happening up to some point in the past. Yes, and this point in the past is in past simple. So, for example, they got married, or when they got married, and now I want to say how long something. So, they had been together for 6 years. Yeah? So when they got married, that's some point in the past, they had been together for 6 years. So I'm saying how long something had been happening up to some point in the past. Is it still happening? I don't know. It's not in that sentence. Another great situation where to use it is the third conditional. Everybody hates conditionals. I know you probably get the shivers when you hear the word. But if we speculate about the past, there's absolutely no way around it. You have to use past perfect. So, for example, if you had told me, I wouldn't have gone there. Yeah, if you had told me in the past, but you did not tell me, I wouldn't have gone there. A lot of people say, if you told me, I wouldn't go there, and they don't know that they're actually talking about the future and not the past. Oops. And finally, the last situation is reported speech. If you're learning past perfect, you probably know what reported speech is. So now we're going to talk about reporting to the past. Yeah? Typical example, he said he hadn't met her before. I cannot say he said he didn't meet her, because, or I can, but it would mean something different. Yeah, if I want to say that he said, já jsem ju neznal nebo neseznámil se s ní, then it will be simply hadn't met. Okay? You have to respect that. Of course, I'll make a video on reported speech too, if you're interested in it. And the last example, you're telling someone about a movie you were watching, so you'll say, oh, and then I realized I'd already watched it. That quite often happens to me. I realized I had already watched it sometime before, not after. So that's it. I hope that this explanation helps you. It's a little bit quicker than usual, but it's because I suppose that the people who are using past perfect, they already have some language skills. So get on it, and you know, if this is not your cup of tea, just believe me, it's not the most important thing in the world. The most important is for you to feel confident. Yeah? Okay. So take care. Bye. And the last example is, for example, your